Peace and blessings to everybody out there. It's Cliff Mega. This video is about a true story from a homeless guy I know named Gerard, a.k.a. Gerard. And he gave me basically a manual, I said a menu, a manual how to survive in New York. So jumping into it, I met Gerard, regular walking through city. He was real humble. I wanted to give him some money. He said, nah, he'd rather work for it, give him a job. And I was like, well, how can I give you a job right now? I'm on my way. He said, well, let me clean your boots. And I said, nah, that's not necessary, man. Just take it as a donation. He's like, nah, man, just let me clean your boots or something, or just give me a job. If you at, I'll be there, and da-da-da-da. So he said, if anything, well, you could buy me something. I'll take that, food. I don't really need no money. Just buy me something to eat. You go in the store, I tell him pick something out. He said, I'd rather you pick. I don't know how your money situation is. He said, whatever you pick, I'm grateful. Thank you. So I just said, oh, boy. But anyway, that just kind of drew me into him more, whatever, his personality. So now, anyway, fast forward. His what's the name manual surviving in New York being homeless. So number one, he tells me, he gave a little background, how he went through some tough time. He didn't really go through everything, but he was hurt. So he's homeless. So he says the first thing is food. You want to prepare within food. So I'm thinking you just go get your foodie card. But he said he never been on welfare and he never got any food stamps. So I'm like, well, how you going about getting your food, whatever? He said, he says, go to any restaurant, McDonald's, whatever you want to eat. Wait outside. He said, ask the people kindly, please, can you help me? He said, any food that you have left, can you just put it to the side for me? It's well appreciated, whatever. And he said he did this to almost any place that he wanted to eat at least 10 people to give him food. Like he said, he had enough food basically for the next 3 to 4 days. I was like, what? He said, yeah, everywhere. He said, that's why I never needed to go and get welfare or anything. I was like, oh shit, that's hot. So the second thing he was like now is about, finding somewhere to sleep. Now he said, coming about finding somewhere to sleep, he said now, in the wintertime in New York, he was like that, he wasn't really worrying about trying to get any sleep or this and that, whatever. He was trying to forget whatever was going on with him. He had some real issues. So he's like, he was meditating, but he didn't even know that he was really meditating. He's like, he was sitting down in the train station and he was thinking about himself being like the dust in the air in a train station just floating. Then he said he started thinking about space, just, and black, and just anything to take his mind off of his situation was going on. He said what he noticed that he'll fall asleep. That it led him into meditation without him even knowing, and he was sleeping anywhere. He could sleep anywhere. I was like, well, word? He was like, yeah. He said, I sit anywhere whatsoever, meditate. Next thing you know, I'm sleeping. So he's like, I basically learned how to blank my mind. I was like, wow. So he said, now that you got the sleeping down, you got the food thing down whatsoever, because he said, the food thing, he said, you're not going to be able to think straight unless, you get some food in your stomach. And he said, if you got a foodie card, it's even better, but he said he doesn't have welfare. He said now it's the money part, how he went about making his money. He was like, what he do is he went and filled out the energy of where he was at. He said first, he was in the hood, and he said he got 3 people to help him out, whatsoever, basically give him jobs and stuff. So he was like, what he would do is he'll go to different areas, whatever, and especially places that was close by the train station. So he said if the energy was good there, he said he wouldn't ask nobody for money. He would just stand by the train station, tell people good morning, how they doing. So later on, what he did was he went and drooled on his cardboard box, as you usually see homeless people do. Then he went and got flyers. After the flyers, my bad, y'all. After he made flyers and stuff, he went and put it up like how he said like 3 to 4 blocks that's not far from the train station. That yo, my name is Gerard. I'm standing over here by such and such train station. I have a brown cardboard box. Any job, I'm willing to work for $5 to $10. That's what he put on there. I'm willing to work. He said any side jobs, and I know a little handyman stuff. So he was like, one day, Spanish dude was like, yo, I seen your sign, whatever. He said, I'm the super over here. He was like, yo, you could come take out the garbage, such and such. I give you $10. No, matter he said, I give you $5, on the garbage days. He got that. He said he got another job. He walking by, he'll go up to them and ask them like, hey, how you doing? You have anything that, I could do? He's like, I'm just looking for work whatsoever. He said, and then he'll ask him, you have any clothes, anything that, you want to give away, you could give it to me, da-da-da-da. So he said, he kept doing this, and what he did was he built up a relationship with the people in the area that they got to know him, so that when he'll go by, he'll tell them, he also put on a flyer the time that he's going to be by the train station and the time that he'll be in the area. So people started looking for him, and they would even bring him tea. They was just bringing him mad stuff. So I was like, oh shit, like, yo, that's pretty cool, whatever. Like, he went and did all that. He said he did the bottle thing, but he wanted like different sources of how to bring in an income. So he was like, he got really cool, and he was humble with the people. He said even, when he went by, he still went to the restaurants and stuff. He had his different areas, and people in the restaurants that worked there, they were like, yo, don't worry, we're gonna bring you out some food. Come out here tonight, da 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 da. Because they would throw out food. So he was like, yo, I never was on welfare. He said there was no need for me to be on welfare, because he said anywhere I go, I would get the food for free, because he said I would just wait for the people to go inside and just ask them, yo, just please, any food that you have, I don't want any money, I just want the food. He said then they would just offer to buy it from him. So like I said, with the money thing, he just went and he just started building up clientele whatsoever. He's like, he was doing the trash for like two houses, whatever. Then he, what else? He did little odd jobs like bringing down refrigerators, TVs, different things for people. Like they would ask him, like, but he said it took a minute for the people start coming in and getting comfortable with him. But he's like, in the end, he said, yo, I always make sure I had money coming in. I always had money. So I was like, yo, thanks for the information. I was trying to give him $25. He said, nah, keep your money, man. He said, he pulled out $30. And he said, here, matter of fact, $31. He said, it's for your metro. I said, nah, I'm not taking your money, man. Nah. He said, like, you look down on me like, I'm homeless or whatever. And I said, nah, I just, like, you're homeless. I don't want to take your money. He said, well, check this out. He said, answer me this. He said, do you have bills? I said, yes. He said, do you take care of your children? I said, yes. He said, just name, some of your bills. I said, well, I got 4 credit cards I got to pay. Light, what else? Water, cell phone. He said, now I had all those. He said, I had the same things. He said, now ask me what bills I got. I said, well, what bills you have? He said, I don't have any bills. I was like, So he was like, he said, and me looking at you, you look like you need help because you have all these bills. You got to make sure you get to work on time. He said, me, I decide what job I pick, what I want to take. He said, if I want to do this or I want to do that. And he said, I make money every day. He said, maybe I don't make as much as you. Maybe I make more than you. He said, I don't know, but I'm happy with the work I do. He said, are you happy with the work you do? I said, I'm happy, but then I'm not happy with it because with the people that's running it. So he said, well, are you happy paying your bills? I said, no, I'm definitely not happy paying bills. He said, I wasn't either. And he was like, look, he said, I'm chilling. He said, I don't have one single bill to pay. Everything that I have, he said, I asked and it was given. So he was like, who really needs the money? I said, wow, it sounds like I need the money. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with y'all with that. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I wanted to interview him so that y'all could hear from him better about with Gerard, whatever, a.k.a. Gerard. It's just amazing. Like, I wanted to share that with y'all because he's like, he said he's been happy. He never been this happy for a long time. He said it's been a long time, and he's like, he's really happy, and he's looking to even move, like travel. I said move. He's always moving around. Anyway, let me know. I hope that this helped. That this helped me out because I don't know. We don't know what happened to us. Like, we all always trying to prevent from being homeless, but this could happen to any one of us. And he told me too that he said, yo, I had money. Like, he said, not like, millions and that, but he said, I had money one time that I ain't really had to worry about it. He said, but I got money now and I'm good. I'm happy with whoever. So anyway, let's clip back to y'all later.